awesome to be back with you. Well, welcome to Saturday. And for those of you who are new here, by the way, welcome to our newbies, our new subscribers. We had a lot of subscribers this last month. Welcome to Spirit Channel. We have a kind of a weekly tradition here. On Saturday, we gather and we have a little seance. And sometimes we do a scrying seance. Sometimes we do a channeling seance. Saturday is about reaching out and connecting with the spirit world and seeing what message they have for us. For those of you who don't know me, I am a full-time professional psychic medium, and one of my specialties is doing trance mediumship. Trance mediumship is where I go into a trance state and I allow spirits to temporarily overshadow my consciousness and to speak through me. They take temporary control of my nervous system and my body and mind to speak through me. If you've never seen channeling, it may seem a little strange, but if you research it, you'll find out this is a long-standing tradition. Goes way back to thousands of years. Even ancient Greece had channels. So anyways, I am a trance medium or a trance channel. So I'm going to settle down here and go into trance in just a few minutes. But before we do that, I want to invite you to gather around here, pull up your chairs, and let's see what the spirit world has. So join us, will you? I also want to remind you, if you haven't done so, pop over to my website, PsychicBob.com. The link will be below this video in the info box. And if you go to my website, PsychicBob.com, you can get now your free download print copy of my latest painting. This is my latest painting called Moving Forward. And it's about how energy builds to inspire us to move forward in our lives. So if you're interested in modern art and you like this, pop over to PsychicBob.com and get your free download copy today. Tomorrow we should have it available in t-shirt format. So check back to my merchandise store for it. If you like this and want it in a t-shirt form, you can get it tomorrow at my shop. So anyways, we also have a lot of other t-shirts if you want to go look today. Right below this video, you'll see a merchandise store. My YouTube merchandise store has t-shirts of all my artworks and some Psychic Bob shirts. So pop over there today and get a t-shirt. Anyways, I'm glad you guys are here, and we're going to do a little seance. By the way, I did mention I'm a professional psychic. So if you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, please call me as soon as possible. I'm already filling up for this upcoming week. I still have some openings, but we can get you in. Give me a call at my office number, 703-825-3929. That's my phone number, 703-825-3929. I look forward to hearing from all of you. Thank you to all you've been calling. We've been having some great sessions. I've really enjoyed getting the chance to sit down and do readings for you. And those of you who have sat with me, you can tell people I give a lot of energy for the time and the money. So I'm looking forward to connecting with more of you. Call me up, 703-825-3929, or write to me at my email, PsychicBobHickman@gmail.com. All those links below this video. Well, we gotta go into trance here. So I'm going to take down our lights, and I like to work in a little softer light, and we'll see what the spirit has. So I'm going to take down our lights now. That's a little better. And I'll see you when I get back. Oh, greetings. This is Fletcher. Give us just a moment while we get control of the medium's vibration. Oh, there we go. Looks like we've got control of the body. Well, I got to say, there's a lot of soul glow all over the earth today. A lot of people are questioning the deeper things. They're saying, is there life after death? What does it mean to be human? How do we practice compassion? What type of society do we want? Oh, so many people to be asking the deep questions. And we of the spirit world are so glad to be here with all of you. Well, we got a few people that want to put their 2 cents in on this. So I'll be stepping from the medium's body and I'll let them come through. This is Fletcher, over and out. Good afternoon. I was listening to Fletcher, and he has spoken words of truth. All over the world, there is a lot of questioning. Many people are saying, what is the purpose of life? Does life have a meaning? How do we make our lives count? Are we born just to die? Are we born with no purpose, and then we go into oblivion with no hope? Unfortunately, in the last few hundred years, there has been the rise of false teaching upon the earth. There have been those who have risen and said that humanity is only a collection of bones, is only matter, that there is no difference between humanity and the dirt on the ground, that one is as good as the other. This false view has allowed people to treat humanity with disrespect, to disregard the sanctity of life, and to destroy their fellow humans in an attempt to dominate and to control. The error is that they believe that there is no soul, that there is no eternal life. I am here today as a victim of eternal life. You say, what do you mean a victim of eternal life? You see, I believed the lie for the end of my life. I gave up on my belief, my hope, my faith. And I wandered in darkness and the error of believing that perhaps we're only material beings. I bought the lie. And when I died, I found myself shocked to discover that I had not really died. I was in the spirit world. But you could not tell me that, for I denied it. I said, I must still be alive. It must be a dream. I'm not really dead. Though I found myself in the place that you might call purgatory, there were beings who came to speak to me, beautiful beings of light. And they said to me, come with us. We have much to teach you. And I said, I will not go with you. This is an illusion. They said to me, Alfred, you have died, and now you are out of your body. As I looked at my hands and my feet, I denied their truth. I said, I have a body. And they said, yes, it is true you have a body, but it is a spiritual body. It is of a different substance than your earth body. I could not accept this truth, and I fought them. These beings identified themselves as angels. And I said, I don't believe in life after death, so how could I believe in angels? And they said, Alfred, you have forgotten that you are a child of God, a child of infinite intelligence. I said, well, I'll reckon with you that I do have intelligence. I don't know how infinite it is, but there is nothing greater than man, and even man is limited, for he dies. And they said, Alfred, you're speaking wisdom in that you understand that humanity dies. And I said, someday I will die. And they said, no, Alfred, you've already gone. They said, look about where you are. Where are you, Alfred? I found myself in this place of a nebulous grey void. I could at times see other people walking through a misty environment. And they said, go and speak to them. And with some of the souls that I spoke to, it is as if I were a ghost. They could not see me nor hear me. And suddenly I realized that I was in a dimension that was somewhat different than that of the earth realm. Slowly it came to me to understand that I had truly died. I noticed that my senses in this spirit body were much sharper. My vision was much clearer than I recall. My mind, which had been addicted to alcohol and drugs, was no longer in a stupor. I felt clearer in my mind than I had in several years, and my vision could perceive the tiniest of detail, whereas before I saw things halfway through a blur. The angel said, "Now you're starting to understand the spirit body. If you will let us teach you, there is more." I would not go with them. They offered to take me to a place they said was a place of beauty and greater rest. I still did not trust them, and I remained in that place. Well, I should say it was quite a long time, and at least until this medium helped me to cross over to the light. Many of you were there the night that our medium here, whose body we used to speak to you, held a seance, and I crossed over, and in those days my power was very weak, my voice barely a whisper. What's ironic about the whole thing is that in the spirit world there is no sense of time. And I cannot tell you if I stayed in that place of holding, of waiting, for a day, a minute, a year, or 100 years. But when I crossed over to the light, I felt a freedom in my soul. I met with God. Yes, the infinite intelligence. God exists. The term God is rather limited, and so I prefer the term infinite intelligence, for it is the thinking, feeling, loving force of love that animates all life. It is us and we are it. It knows us, we know it, in totality, beyond anything I can describe to you here in human terms. But when I've met with infinite intelligence, I realized the folly of my life, that I had spent it in denial, fighting against truth, abandoning spiritual principles, and in the end only to find myself in the spirit world. The spirit world will claim all souls. It does not matter whether you believe in the spirit world or not, you will go there. And this is why I use the term I was a victim of the spirit world. The spirit world captured me, whether I wanted to go there or not. And in the spirit world, you still retain your free will. You can choose to go to higher levels as you progress, or you can choose to stay right where you are. I even found that if I wanted to, I could have stayed upon the earth. But at the time, upon waking from my stupor, I was wandering, and I suppose I drifted into the lower astral realm. At least that's where they said I was. And I stayed there I don't know how long. Each of you today has a choice. You can either be a victim of the spirit world, as I was, captured, unaware, and without consciousness or choice. Or you can make a decision that you will live in harmony and in unity with our world. The spirit world will be your best ally. It will be your best friend, and along the journey, the spirit world will give you wisdom, hope, protection, guidance, and above all, love. So do not wander in the world lost as I was. Learn from my lesson, embrace love, embrace infinite intelligence. All about the world, people today are asking, what is the meaning of life? As many of you have seen upon the earth, and we of the spirit world have watched from afar, the violence and brutality that has overtaken the world, violence on all sides. This violence is not in keeping with the way of spirit. The way of spirit is to forgive, to love, to communicate, to have reconciliation. I know that there are voices upon the earth who say we've tried reconciliation and been met with more hostility and aggression. We of the spirit world know that you'll speak the truth as well in many cases. But it is the calling of the spirit that one rise above one's hatred, to fight hatred with love. Jesus, and I'm not a Christian, mind you, said, love your enemies. Do good to those who persecute you. This is a word that is true and that we in the spirit world agree with. If you love your enemies, you disable their ability to increase hatred. When you choose love, you raise the vibration of your own heart and soul. Your own consciousness rises. And with love, you overcome. So seek today not hatred nor violence. It is not the path to light or life or love. Seek love, forgive those, try to have dialogue. It takes patience to practice love, and many today are short on patience. This is why we of the spirit world come. We come to remind you that you'll struggle not alone, that we have love in our hearts for you, and that you can know that if you feel lost and alone and with no love, call upon our world, and we shall assist you. My name is Alfred. Oh, this is Fletcher. Give us just a moment. We've got to recharge the medium's batteries. Oh, there we go. Well, we got another person be wanting to come in here and speak to you, so I'll be stepping out of the way. It was sure nice to hear from Alfred today. Well, we got a lovely lady coming in here, and might I say she's a true lady at that. Here she is. Greetings, my dears. This is Rose. Oh, my dears, it's such joy to be back with all of you. I was here listening to Alfred speak to you, and what a wise man that he is. He has spoken words of truth. The violence that exists upon the earth is not bringing anyone closer to justice or to light, and certainly it doesn't carry one into the spirit world, at least not to the high levels, my dear. During my lifetime, I saw the aggression of World War II. When I was on the earth, I saw the Nazis bomb London. And I said to myself, Rose, you've got to stand against that terror. I must say, my dears, I think our generation who survived the Blitz were quite brave souls. I myself unfortunately died of arrogance. It was not a bomb that killed me, but my own stupidity. But enough of that. The important thing is that one of the things that I learned when I came over here to the spirit world was how very little energy I put into loving my fellow man. Oh, I went to church, as many of you know, and I put on quite a good show. But really in my heart I had not understood the hard truth. If I had listened to my neighbour, I had a lovely neighbour named Madge, and Madge used to say to me, Rose, the spiritualist truths will help you to ascend your mind and heart. And I used to say, no, thank you, Madge, not interested, thank you, go on your way, dear. You know, chuckling under my breath at, oh, you dear little Madge with her eccentricities and belief in spiritualism. But you'll see, my dears, what Madge was trying to do was help me understand the way to the light. Fortunately, I was able to go over to the light, thankfully, because of this medium and his friends who helped me. It's been many years now since I crossed over to the light. But you know, all the time I'm still learning and growing. Over here, there is a saying that love is the way. And my dear, if you wish to ascend to the higher levels of the spirit world, you must learn to love. It is not calculation and shrewd ambition that gets you anywhere, at least not in the spirit world. Over here we are governed by the principles of love. And as you learn to love, you learn to forgive. If you forgive your enemies, you grow in love, and you free them from their own bondage and guilt. Each soul here is tasked to love every day. We show our love here in service. Some of us take on the service of being spirit guides, and that's what I do. I'm a spirit guide. Oh, it's a lot of work, my dears, certainly not easy, but it does bring me joy. I still, my dears, carry a bit of regret of all my earthly life that I did not use it for better things than vanity and acquiring more luxuries for myself. But nevertheless, no matter what soul, however corrupt, degraded, or hostile, like Alfred said, they will eventually be claimed by the spirit world. And how you have lived determines your reality over here. There are some souls in the spirit world who wandered in places of great darkness and sorrow. This area we call purgatory. Some levels of it even might be equated to what you might call hell. But hell is not a permanent condition here, my dear. Hell is temporary until one learns that one does not need to hold on to hatreds and prejudices and violence. If one lets that go, one begins to see glimmers of light. As we ascend up in the spirit world, there is more and more light until someday you reach the pinnacle. Well, the truth is, my dear, you will never actually reach the pinnacle. But when you get so high, it does seem like the pinnacle. But even from the most lofty patches of heaven, there are yet higher planes to ascend to. I myself have not learned how far up I have gone yet, or can go. You see, love is the principle, and love is unlimited. Therefore, God, or as Alfred says, and I agree, infinite intelligence is unlimited. So, my dears, today, set down your weapons of jealousy, of greed, of anger, of pettiness, bitterness, and pick up your tools, your shovels of love. Pick up your knitting needles that knit blankets to warm the heart. And if you do this, you will be doing the work of spirit. Fletcher says the power around our medium is starting to fade. So I shall not beleaguer the point, but we do thank you, my dears, for allowing us to come today. And I do hope, wherever you are, that you're growing in the light. Call upon me. Say, Rose, help me. I will come to you. If you lack a connection with spirit, let me bring you a spirit guide. Take your time each day to be thankful. Call upon us, and we shall be there for you. Oh, my dears, the power is starting to fade, and I feel myself going with it. Thank you for receiving me today. Oh, there goes the power. I'm fading now. Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, I am back from trance. I tell you, whenever I channel, I come back, I feel so empowered and so uplifted. You know, touching in on the spirit world, or them touching in on me, is really the reality, is an amazing experience. So I'm glad that you were here today. Listen, if you've enjoyed this, pop over to my website, PsychicBob.com. I have a bookstore there. You can get my books. This is my book about my work as a trance medium called Messages from Rose. It's about my adventures in my early days of channeling Rose and working as a psychic. You might enjoy that. So check it out. I also have other books over there. Ouija Mysteries, the Spirit Board Seances, or Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom. All of these are available over at PsychicBob.com at my bookstore. So pop over and check it out. Listen, make sure while you're at my website, also don't forget, get your free print download copy of my latest artwork, Moving Forward. So yeah, you can get that over there. I hope you'll check it out and enjoy it. Guys, thanks for being here. You guys rock. Listen, help me out. Like this video, favorite it, share with your friends, and hit subscribe. Be part of our channel. We would love for you to be here. And make sure if you want to get on my schedule for a private psychic reading, give me a call. 703-825-3929 is my number. That'll be below. 703-825-3929. Give me a call. You guys rock. We'll be back here tomorrow and Sunday. Don't miss it, 7 p.m. for Psychic Bob's Sunday night hangout. We're going to hang out, do some psychic readings live. It's going to be a live broadcast. I'll answer your questions live, so make sure to be here. You guys rock. I love all of you. I send blessings to you. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Oh, that's 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, 4 p.m. Pacific time for the live broadcast. For those of you in London, it's midnight London time, 1 a.m. Paris time. And then whatever other time zone you're in, you'll have to figure it out. But I hope that helps. I know we have a number of people from Australia. And I think that like 7 p.m. Eastern time is like 9 a.m. Sunday, your time. Anyways, I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much. Listen, tell me in the box below. Do you like channeling seances? Do you want more channeling from me? What type of seance do you want? A scrying seance, crystal seance, channeling? Or do you like the mix of all the types? I want to hear from you. Thank you guys for being here. I love you. We'll see you back here tomorrow. And until then, may all of you always blessed be.